Hello everyone and welcome to the third episode of All the Mods 3. So in between episodes I tried to tidy up a little bit, did some terraforming, planted some trees, made a path, and also I moved our smeltery. I also planted a lot of hemp from immersive engineering for making hempcrete, which is one of my favorite blocks. I will be farming them manually though, which I guess it's okay because I don't need thousands of them. Since we have Tinker.io in this pack, I also upgraded our smeltery. You need to add a fuel input machine, provide it with solid fuel, and then it smelts everything super fast. For some reason you still need to keep the lava tank, I don't know why. I also added two smart outputs with ingot casts. The main problem is that they do not process alloys from thermal expansion like Indirium or Signalum. Maybe it's a bug and it will be fixed in the next update. For some reason I love the combination of trees, coarse dirt and grass. I guess I'll be using that a lot, maybe with a mix of brown and green concrete powder. I think it looks cool. So the plan for today is to get into Mekanism, and as you know everything starts with a metallurgic infuser to get the steel, basic circuits and the alloys. And since I have no more channels on the wireless energy crystals, I had to make another one. I don't know if I should regret my decision of not using cables or not. 72 draconium is a lot of draconium. Enriched alloy, enriched iron for steel, and the basic circuit. It's fairly straightforward. You just need to infuse iron with redstone to get enriched alloy, infuse it again with diamond to get reinforced alloy, and infuse it again with refined obsidian to get the atomic alloy. Circuits are also easy. You just need to infuse osmium with redstone to get basic circuit, and then it's just a bunch of crafting recipes. Mekanism is a very cool mod, but it has a very big drawback, which is the noise that the machines make. If you have a bunch of Mekanism devices in your room, you will literally go crazy. Each device normally accepts 8 speed upgrades, 8 energy upgrades, and 4 muffling upgrades. Each upgrade needs 2 enriched alloys, so that's a minimum of 40 enriched alloys per machine. And I really want to get to the muffling upgrades fast because the noise will drive me mad. In the previous versions, you could use a redstone furnace or a normal furnace to turn the steel dust that you get from the infusers into ingots. Now you have to use an induction smelter or the tinkers. So I don't want to make this into a super boring tutorial cause this is just Mekanism basics. Just remember to use an enrichment chamber for the infusing material like redstone and diamonds to get the enriched version, as it will increase their value in the metallurgic infusers by 8 times. I'm also making 5 separate infusers based on their infusing material. One for enriched iron, one for steel, one for enriched alloy and basic circuit, one for enriched obsidian and reinforced alloy, and the last one for atomic alloy. Also, you can increase the capacity of each machine with these tier upgrades. You don't have to remove the machine in order to make the upgrade anymore. I want to use a digital miner for now in the deep dark and in the nether, so I'm making these quantum entangleporters. They transfer items, fluid, gases and heat wirelessly between dimensions. They can also transfer up to 2 million RF per tick for each channel. In this mod pack, the recipe for digital miner has been changed. Now you need a vertical miner from actually additions, so I have to set up an empowerer to make the empowered void crystals. And after a bunch of crafting, our digital miner. Yes! I also made an extra robot while crafting the digital miner, and in honor of all Minecraft YouTubers who call their pets Fluffy, I'm going to name him Fluffbutt. He needs a charge pad to charge. Okay, I cannot connect the charge pad to the energy crystals, and okay, no. So I'll just, oh, sorry Fluffbutt. Okay, we'll just remove him and then use him later on. The digital miner is a very cool device. But first you have to configure it. It does a radius of 32 by 32 blocks. Yep. This is the minimum altitude, this is the max altitude. Cool. For the nether we need that. And if you know the ore dictionary of the items that you're looking for, you can just type them in. For instance, iron. We can try gold, not fold, gold. And I also want it to be, you can also silk touch it. If we press start, it will locate these many ores in our area and it will start mining it. Very cool. And it also accepts upgrades. So I just came to the nether to do some mining and get some ardite and cobalt to make manulin. We are not producing enough power, so I wanted to make some manulin turbines for the advanced generator. Also, if you didn't know, you can combine two nether ores which drop nuggets to get the normal ores, to get the ingots. It makes sense to silk touch them now. I was AFKing and then a ghast came. So yes, we got 2 ghast tiers. Alright, I'm back from the nether and I also figured out what was wrong with the smart outputs from Tinker.io. Apparently every time that you switch the fluid in the smeltery, you have to give it a new redstone signal so that it will process that fluid. So now it will also process the fluids from thermal expansion. I also love this thing because it smelts things very fast, but okay, the alloying speed is terrible. This is going to take a very long time. And this is why I love the digital miner. I only had 2 emeralds left, so this is very satisfying. And hopefully a lot of draconium. I don't know how much fortuning affects draconium. Let's check it out. Okay, 4 stacks and a little bit more. Cool, because I want to upgrade our wireless crystals to Wyvern tier. Wyvern tier gives us 32 channels instead of 16, and for that I need to kill 2 withers. Okay, let's see what we can do. I also made some manulin turbines for the advanced generator. You can upgrade the current turbines that you have with a manulin kit, but I did not know when I was making it, so I'm just going to change them. This is a very bad setup. Okay, I'll finish this and I'll be right back. Okay, so this has been upgraded and with 32 turbines we are producing 16,000 RF per tick. The bottleneck will be the canola production, so I have to use efficiency upgrades and add more canola press. I was so happy to get those 2 ghast tiers because now I can make these mob entrapment devices, which is like a safari net from MFR. Because I want to make these wireless energy crystals, I need wither skeletons, I need their skulls, I need, well, I need basically a lot of things. So I'll go to the nether and try to find some skeletons. I cannot believe my luck. There is a ghast stuck in the mushrooms, and if I can have it in the mob entrapment thingy. Yes! Okay, cool. Now we can also spawn ghasts. You remember from the last episode, which I said we are going to make a mob farm just because of the mob juice? This is why. Now we can set up a spawner and spawn the mobs that we need. And for that we need a mob duplicator from industrial foregoing, and an item duct, and a servo. No, okay, first the drum, mob juice, okay, come on, please, yes, and the servo, set it to ignored, and if I give it power, yeah, cool, it has power, and now I add the mob imprisonment tool. Oh, look, yes. Okay, I try to get some skulls and I'll be right back. That was a very stupid decision. I could have just used the grinder or something. Okay, I'll go get back my stuff, I guess. I hope there are not too many left. Okay, oh my god. Nope, nope. Okay, at least I made it to the grave, and oh my god, everything goes everywhere, and I think I saw someone wearing my armor. Okay, at least I have my sword. Let this be a lesson that you would never trap yourself in a room with a bunch of wither skeletons. That was a stupid mistake, and I don't know what my stuff will despawn. Okay, I'll get rid of some of this stuff that, oh my god, so many junk. Okay, our sash, our charm, that's good at least. Oh, okay, maybe I can turn that thing off. Where is the wrench? Can I turn it off? Can I turn it off, please? Not from here. Okay, this is going to take a long time, and oh, the guy who's wearing my armor. Okay, I'll bring you back. Okay, so I deactivated the spawner and killed them all, and okay, it seems that we didn't lose that much. I just lost a pendant from Botania, which keeps me from taking fire damage. It requires a rune of spring, which I have to make it again, which is nice. Okay, oh my god, how many are they left? You would think that I would learn a lesson from 5 minutes ago, not to trap myself in a room with a bunch of mobs, but I need gas tears. You have to kill hundreds of withers in a modded series, but the first time is always scary. Okay, I have my sword, the apple, and I should have my charms. Yes, I have my charms, so we won't take wither damage. I have to do this a bunch of times. I'll finish this and I'll bring you back. And our basic injectors, yay! And oh my god, the core needs 4 stars? Since when? Stop changing the recipes! Now I have to go and kill more withers, and that's always fun. I thought before fighting the withers I'll craft the heart containers from Cyclic. I made a nature seed from mystical agriculture to craft the poisonous potatoes, and for that we are going to use a phytogenic insulator. That's apparently something that you can find in everyone's kitchen, and I'm the only one who doesn't know what it means. The heart containers from Cyclic have a crazy recipe. Basically I need to make a lot of cakes, and for that I need a lot of eggs. Since I don't want to stare at a chicken until it lays 20 eggs, I thought I'll make a solium dagger and make chicken seeds from mystical agriculture. So I should start hunting for some chicken chunks. You cannot put fortune on the solium dagger, but you can enchant it with sweeping edge, sharpness, unbreaking, and mending. I'll put the enchantments on and I'll go chicken hunting. At the end of the day, I don't think it really matters which chunk you get, because you can always smelt them in a furnace. For instance, if you smelt a zombie chunk in a furnace, you get a tier 1 mob chunk, or if you get a skeleton mob chunk and you smelt it, you get a tier 3. Then you can always use some material to craft it to the chunk that you want. For instance, for a chicken chunk you need feathers and eggs. So 4 chicken chunks and 1 chicken seed. Cool. Now I can make chicken essence in the phytogenic insulator, which is always nice. So after a lot of baking cakes and crafting, I have 10 heart containers. That's the maximum you're allowed to use. You cannot make more than 10. And each of them will give you a permanent heart. So after eating all these 10 hearts, I should have 26 hearts. And with the heart modifier that we have on our sword, we should be able to do quite a bit of damage. And here we go again. I also killed some extra withers to make an unbreakable building wand and also a beacon, which would be useful. I cannot believe it took me that long to get into fusion crafting. It needed a lot of nether stars just for 1 wyvern core. So I'll just set this thing up, and where's the core? We put it here. No fancy setup because this is highly temporary and I will change it eventually. And I just have to put these stuff in the injectors, and we should soon have our core. I forgot how it was. Maybe it was like this, hopefully. Nether stars go there, and we put the things here. Cool. Now I just need to give these things power. Really? Okay. In the back? Oh yeah, okay. In the back it works. I literally ran out of channels, so I had to disconnect some devices from the energy crystals, and I guess this was a good time to start making this upgrade. Finally, our Wyvern energy crystals. I have to do still a bunch of crafting to get the energy crystal itself. And then I have to reconnect every single device to the new crystal, so that could take some time. I'll do that off camera and I'll bring you back for our next project. Our next project is to make the stonework machine from industrial foregoing, and for that we need a pink slime. To get the pink slime, you need to make a slaughter factory and kill any types of mob with it. The slaughter factory makes fluid meat and pink slime as a byproduct, so pink slime is relatively rare. I'm going to use cows to kill, but you can use anything. You can even use zombies. This is something that you have to do only once in a game, so this is going to be a very temporary setup. I just switch it with the cow because wither skeletons might kill me and cows don't. And I just give it power and it should start killing the cows. Cool. And it's already giving me liquid meat and liquid pink slime, which is great. I made 2 tanks from thermal expansion, and we are going to yeah, maybe I should not put this right now because then I'll get meat in both tanks. Okay, so I put the servo here and I have to activate it every single time. Activate. Okay, that's cool. The pink slime. And we have 200 millibuckets. We need 1 bucket. And 1 bucket of pink slime. I was expecting that it would take much more time, but it didn't. So you just pour it on the ground in an open space, and I'll just remove this beacon. Where did it go? Oh, cool, it changed. Okay, so now we can spawn as much as we want. And for the 3rd time today, I'm blocking myself in a room with a bunch of angry mobs. The good thing is that at least they can't climb. And we are getting the pink slimes, that's good. I'll finish this and I'll be back. The Stoneworks Factory is a very neat block. It will make cobblestone by default, but if you configure it, it can make smooth stone, sand, gravel, glass and silicon. And since we're making all the basic blocks in Minecraft, we might as well also make an obsidian maker. So there is a lava fabricator up there which uses energy to create lava. There is an igneous extruder and provided with water, and we use a fluid duct, and this is not the correct fluid duct because lava is a hot fluid and you need the hardened fluid duct. The normal fluid ducts will explode. And in this way we will also get some obsidian. And finally everything goes into the drawer controller for storage. I also made a clayconia from Botania, and it converts sand into clay, which it's doing relatively fast. I imagine if I put a block placer there and add a hopper hock nearby, I can automate this easily. Welcome to your Dirt Chest 9000. We hope that you will enjoy many years of storing your stack of dirt in the storage. Okay, it came with a manual and it has only 1 inventory slot. Okay, I'll put a stack of dirt, as you say. Not that dirt, actual dirt. Cool. The last thing I want to do today is to get into bee breeding from forestry. We need 2 specific bees in this mod pack in order to progress. One is for royal jelly and one is for gold grains. I know this is a boring subject, and believe me, I hate bee breeding too, but we have to only do it once, so let's get over with it. Anyway, the first thing you need to do is to go bee hunting. I'm getting modest hives from savanna and meadows hives from plains biome. Don't forget to use a scoop and collect pristine stock bees, as we are going to use a lot of gendustry. There are some items that I need to craft from gendustry so that we can get into the bee breeding process. If you didn't know, gendustry is a mod that helps you with bee breeding in forestry, because if you want to do it in forestry, it's slow, tedious, and chance plays a lot of role. With gendustry you can speed it up and remove the element of chance. I need 2 industrial apiaries. They are essentially beehives that can be upgraded with various upgrades, unlike the forestry versions. Then a mutatron, which forces bees to mutate into another species of bees by using labware and mutagen. And finally mutagen producer, which, as the name suggests, makes mutagen for the mutatron from the redstone and RF. I'll do the crafting and I'll be right back. Okay, the first thing you want to do is to put the 2 different hive bees that you have already found in the mutatron. I'm using meadows and modest bees. If they're not pristine stock, they have a chance to die and not finish the process. And in this way we will get our first common queen. And we put the common queen in the apiary, and this is not the correct biome. I'll fix this and I'll be right back. The good thing about Gendustry is that there's always a solution to every problem. These bees need to be in a plains biome, and with a plains emulation upgrade we are good to go, and also with a couple of flowers. Sometimes you have to remove the bee and put it back inside for the system to restart. Okay, cool. When the queen bee dies in the apiary, it will make at least 1 princess and a couple of drones. Bee breeding, even with Gendustry, is a very long and tedious process. So instead of boring everyone with me looking for new hives and bees and failed mutations, I'll just show you the successful attempts. The first stage is to make the imperial bee for royal jelly and the industrial bee for the golden grain. Common princess and a normal hive bee will result in a cultivated queen, which goes in the apiary again. You always need more than one of a certain type of bee, so it's always a good idea to breed them a couple of times in order to get more drones. A cultivated bee and a common bee will mutate into a noble queen, which goes in the apiary again. The same combination also has a 50% chance to mutate into a diligent bee. Noble bee is used for imperial bee and diligent bee is used for the industrial bee, and we need them both. Diligent bee and cultivated make the unwary bee, which is required for the industrial bee. Noble plus cultivated will give us the majestic bee, which is required for the imperial bee and the royal jelly. And finally, noble and majestic will give us the imperial bee, which makes the royal jelly, as well as diligent bee and unwary bee make the industrial bee, which we are going to need to mutate with another kind of bee to make the golden grains. This episode is getting a bit longer than I hoped, but I just want to finish the last part of the bee breeding so that we can put it aside forever. We need a glittering princess for the golden grains. The recipe is in the JEI, so I'll just show you the main process. For this bee we also need to find a new hive, the rocky hive, which spawns underground. Rocky princess plus a diligent drone will give us the tolerant queen. The tolerant princess plus an unwary drone will give us the robust queen. The robust princess plus an industrious drone will give us the resilient queen. The resilient princess plus a meadows drone will give us the rusty queen. And finally, the rusty queen and a majestic drone will give us the glittering queen. Finally, the bee breeding is over. It's a relief. Now that we have some royal jelly, we can make some production upgrades for the apiaries. We will also need the royal jelly for the growth essence, which we will do in the next episode. Since this episode is getting too long, I think it's time to wrap it up and say bye bye. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.